Obata iha dimma, okechine memma, abole chukwe buwe buwe. Obaso biyoku, obaso buwa, obata bewanya kano akwangwa. Obata iha dimma, okechine memma, abole chukwe buwe buwe. Obaso biyoku. Oba kobuwa, oba nabewanya galuri. Imata okechine nae, abole chukwe. Oba sobio, oba sobuwa, oba nabewanya galuri. Oba taiha demma, okechine nae. Abole chukwe buwe buwe. Oba tebe were sobezi budoga niru. Oba tezi no long.
Do you come with two teachers? You were not informed too? Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Pronu will answer. What of two teachers, Wyatt, what of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the first lady is calling you. Come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child. There is God. Oh. There is God. Oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God. Oh. There is God. Oh. There is God.
Quantone tete number quantone. I'm a balloon. Nete number quantone. We say quantone tete number quantone. Nete number quantone. Quantone tete number quantone tete number quantone tete number quantone. We say quantone tete number quantone. We love you, the number we love you.
èmi ló kàn èmi ló kàn. Ìgbà tó yọ ẹgbà ti Àtíkù nínú ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ tó bá Sanjọ́ fẹ́ nà pa ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló sá wá èmi ló kàn. Mo filẹ̀ fún ó yọ akéèti inú rìbádù ọ̀rọ̀ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọgbọ́n orí ni kíní nóòrù nìṣó mo gbé nóòrù rìbádù síta. Ọdún ó ti lé lọ́dún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n sí tí mo ti ń sìn wọ́n bọ̀.
bari su kashe maka sanda kake nema ba mai taya maka ruwa na dukan ka su ko suna daka in baka ci ba su ci maka kai da kudin ka kana haka abu ma sai an saya maka in ka samu kawai ka kashe ka kashe ka kashe ka kashe ka kashe kutuma bura uba yau akwai bura uba ban balaga ba amma sai jaraba in abincin akwai dadi sai na daba kutuma bura uba yau akwai bura uba ban balaga ba amma sai jaraba in abincin akwai dadi sai na daba oyo Allah na oyo Allah
Akwala Jimo to Ramadan aruwo dájú ma rọpẹja Maria Babika ya Ramadan lásìkò president Okunja Ban Akwala àwẹ̀ aku Ramadan aruwo dájọ́ ṣùgbọ́n arọpẹja Maria Babika ya Ramadan gbogbo ẹnu ló máa gbẹ bí àsìkò Ramadan Olúwa dákun jọ gbẹ́bẹ̀ mi benefit mo fẹ́ jẹ mi ò fẹ́ jẹ̀bi ẹni tó wà nǹkan àwẹ̀ kó má rí mi ní kọ́nà bíbẹ̀ kọ́ agbalámbà bí Olúwa bọ́nà Báríkà ya Rasulullah mákìmí pàdé lọ kíjù máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tákùlà láìlà ìlàlà Báríkà ya Rasulullah mákìmí lọ kíjù máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tákùlà láìlà ìlàlà àwẹ̀ tán ojú tajọ̀sán Ọlọ́run ló mọye ládá 30 bag nothing should tamper with my ego èmi mo lẹ̀sìn mi sẹ́ mo lè fi brag ẹgbẹ́ Ọlọ́run tóbi Allahu Akbar ẹ̀yọ̀ ń bá nábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam Olúwa ló ń ṣọ́ wa àwa ò ní ìdí ajá tí Fọlárìn bá mú bí ìtàyà bí ti ajá torí ìdí gan lébè wọ́n fẹ́yìn bí ìjì àwa fùrọ̀ tí ò bá ti tóbi tó fùrọ̀ ìfánà kò lè fíríkì àwa kò dẹ̀ lè fi ìtì àwa tinúkẹ́ ń tó pitì ó ń gbé màlúmi tìwotìwo ló dèndé irú àyẹn níbo ló ti rí ta ló tún fẹ́ fi jọ òbí tó bí ni wọ́n ló ń dó yàtì bó ń dó ṣéke bó ṣe ń jó disco ló ń jó rékè fún anábà jẹ́ ká patronize ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ owó ká mọ price jẹ́ ká ṣe lọ́wọ́ déédé ìwọ náà mọ̀ mi ò kéré mo mọ̀ pé mi ò hólì ìbọn ọmọ wòlíì ni mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ délé tẹ bá ti rí Tinúkẹ́ ẹ sọ fún pé mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo kìsìn gbogbo missionary gbogbo ẹ bá ti rí Tinúkẹ́ ẹ sọ fún pé mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo kìsìn gbogbo missionary gbogbo délé ẹ bá ti rí Tinúkẹ́ ẹ sọ fún pé mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo kìsìn gbogbo missionary gbogbo ẹ bá ti rí Tinúkẹ́ ẹ sọ fún pé mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo kìsìn gbogbo ọmọ ìgbà wo ló jáná gbogbo scope mi ló ti ká tán ọmọge wa ná I go chop before I chop you ṣe lè dáná ó mọ̀ pé mo kó ẹ jẹ bíi ti sushi gbọ́n ẹ mú bíi ti squishy ọmọ ẹ.
I don't suffer, no be small. But say I get sense. Poverty no good at all. Now it make I join this business. For one night, no be it's once again. Everybody be there. If anybody follow Mugu, my brother. National Airport, National Stadium, President, my sister, brother, I go drop your dollar, I go take your money, disappear. For one time in love. The refinery, navigator, the contract, now you wife. But you won't pay me some more money, make I bring her. You be the Mugu, I be the master. I say, I don't see them fire. That's why when they ever enter my temple, I will show them fire. National Airport, National Stadium, President, my sister, brother, you be the Mugu, I be the master. Refinery, the contract that you want, but you won't pay me some more money than I bring up. I be the master. Let me be the master.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi ni ẹ kí n gbọ́, àkọ́bí ewé ayò, ewé tún méje, ìtún ló ní ọ̀tún ẹ̀ ṣe, ìfà ló ní kan fà ẹ̀ mọ́ra, àìbínú gbogbo àtàrẹ, gbogbo méjì ọkà bàbà, gbogbo mẹ́ta ọkà wáṣẹ́, orí ló túmọ̀ ẹ̀dùn, gbogbo ọ̀nà ní túmọ̀ ẹsẹ̀. Akọni ìmọ̀ tú ìmọ̀ ọjọ́, ìmọ̀ èmi ni wọn kì í dálẹ̀. Bọ́bá lọ mẹ́lẹ́mọ́, wá fi jóye ẹlẹ́mọ́. Akọni wọ́n bá lọ gbé fèrè, wá fi jóye ẹlòkò. Bọ́wọ́ wọn bá tẹ̀ mí, wá fi jóye aláre. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta parapọ̀. Wọ́n wá jọ ń pẹ́ mọ́, ẹ̀mọ́ olóko jẹ wọ́n pa akíntọ́lá akíntọ́lá ọmọ ogun wọ́n pàdé ìyọ̀dà ọmọ àtàlàbọ̀bà àkọ́bí wọ́n pàdé ṣàtàdá bẹ́ ọmọ bá ìjẹ̀bù mèrè aṣíwájú odò gbólùkẹrẹ ajagun lólòdì ọ̀run tó bá ṣe pé tìyẹ tó bá ṣe pé tìyẹ lọ́ bá ń darí jọ wí àpérò mi kún gbọ́wọ́ ọgbọ́n ti ṣìgìdì máa gbé àgẹ́tì ló máa ń gbé àyàn ti ìlàyàn ewúrẹ́ ọlọ́run dákun má padà lẹ́yìn ẹ kó má gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ aṣíwájú ọlọ́run dákun má padà.
And there it is right there. So there it is right there. Àyàn ti ìdàyàn ewúrẹ́. So there it is. Ewúrẹ́ is a goat. Àyàn is an ant. So àyàn ti ìdàyàn ewúrẹ́. So the ant now becomes the feed of the goat. That is, it's a metaphor, as I'm sure you've already concluded. You clued up to that. It is a metaphor, but what is it metaphoring to? That's the question. The depth of the language, I've always tried to explain, but it's just too rich to, it's one of those things. It's like the Yoruba language is like love. It defies definition. You can't quantify it in a way that will convey the essence of it. So it's one of those things, if you know, you know. Can you imagine that? Just pause for a moment and reflect on that. Does your imagination extend to that reach? So good day to you, good to be your company, all that. Good day to you, good to be in your company, and how are you? So how are you? The protocol remains the same. Good to see you. Is that not Adriana? Have you changed your name? Who is Ayo or Yomo? Well, if that's a new name, then good to see you. Citizens TV. Yeah, you seem to know the space, but we don't know you from the comment section. That's Gladys. Oye, something or the other right there. So good to see you, Gladys. Yeah. So I'll say hello as you are coming in the comment section so we can acknowledge you and exchange pleasantries and all that. So good day and all that. Good day to you. Good to be in your company. Always a real delight anytime you turn up. Imagine if I was streaming to an empty space. I'll still stream anyway because it's the joy. I enjoy it. You probably wonder why I do it. You see that it doesn't really traffic anything in terms of profit, but I do enjoy it. And I want to keep the momentum, if only just to continue to put my jackboot on the necks of the people that hate Nigeria so much. So that's some of the reasons right there. Now that's Dorian right there. Keeps changing his name every single session. Say hello in the comment section. Interact with the other people in there. Make friends. We've actually had people. You saw Kenya meet Chioma just the other day. We've seen what was it called? Joel of Nashville meet Solly in Amsterdam. We've seen Uptown meet Des. So it's just so many friendships being formed just off the back of the platform. So there is something coming out of it. If only just to bring people together and form relationships. What's more beautiful in life than that? So all that. So the protocol, click on the like button, just at my invitation to do so, please do. So click on the like button. You all know the reasons why we invite you to click on the like button. Please do that. If you are not already subscribed, then please do that as well. Like and subscribe, which is the bread and butter of every streamer. No different here. Like, and if you're not already subscribed, please do. So if you're hearing the invitation in this live stream now, do it. If you're watching it in watch back, do it. So do it. I'm not sure you met me in Essex, so Ola Pumping. Is that Ola Pumping or Alo Pumping? I'm not sure you met me in Essex because I live in Kent. So I'm not sure if people even still know. Why I don't stream. The reason why I don't stream live anymore is because I'm always in a relaxed mode. So that's why I don't stream. if I want to scream, then I have to sit up upright and be a bit more jejune, So if that fits, yeah, you said with the organized. Well, this guy is right there. He's saying, "One man, you the organized hookup." We've had births. We've had people give birth on the platform so many times. Even World Peace in Japan, he's already given birth to a whole country just within every single year he's giving birth. We saw Desmond give birth just not that long ago. We've sadly seen deaths as well. Do you remember? Doctor. What does he use? Professor O. Do you remember him from back in the day? He lost his mother. So we've seen a lot. The only thing left for the platform to witness is a wedding. So for two people to meet on this platform and then form a relationship that leads to a lifetime relationship, that will be the real jewel on the crown. So we look forward to that. To form relationship. We're not a dating site, as you know, of course. We're a heavy-hitting political site that enjoy throwing punches in the face of the Okaborn retard. But anyway, all that. Click on like, click on subscribe, click on the hyperlink that says StreamYard. Share the link just as widely as you can, especially if you're watching us on Facebook. The Facebook traffic seems to have pulled back just a little bit. We need that going back because we've not been streaming onto Facebook. I lost that account. I couldn't quite remember the password and I just abandoned it because our main hub really is YouTube. We do stream to Instagram. We stream to Facebook, but our main hub is YouTube. So that's where the concentration I am marrying Dupe next month just to Dupsy Baby. The only Dupe we know here is Dupsy Baby, and I'm not quite sure that you have the muscles of Dupsy Baby. Anyway, I've forgotten, but I'm paying attention to the comment section, trying to introduce the session as well. They say men can multitask. I think this is a living example of that. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, click on the hyperlink that says StreamYard. And we are seeing a slowing down in the super chat. So if there's a lot can be tolerated on the platform, the slowing down of super chats cannot be tolerated. So super chats must be done. It's a matter of compulsion rather than a matter of choice. So make sure you super chat towards the stream. So all that, do all those nice and funky things, and then you feel this fuzzy glow within your being. Your body will be subsumed with a glowing feeling of well-being if you do all of those things I invited you to. But let's just get started. It's taking so long. I'm not even sure what Prestige. Prestige is on a special diet these days, man. Maybe it needs his medication changing. Who knows? Let's get started, shall we? So we get started on a lighter note. Tinubu signs bill allowing states to take full charge of their electricity. So I was surprised when I saw this headline, actually, because I thought this was already brought to being under the Buhari administration, but apparently, allegedly, this is now coming to the fore. Tinubu signs bill allowing states to take full charge of their electricity. So we go through this one at speed. And by the way, this is yet another seismic move. They're saying what has Tinubu done, in just the 2 years. He has done more in 2 years than any president, anybody that has governed that country. He has changed the local government autonomy. He has introduced a new tax bill that is more equitably balanced and captures more the vast expanse of tax opportunities within the country. He is opened up the power sector, is building infrastructure all over the place, is doing agricultural projects that guarantee food security. We all saw it. The students' loan, did this, that, and the other. When he came here, just as early as yesterday, told us 2 of his extended families have partaken in that students' loan. So forget that. What has he done? He has done a lot. He has done in 2 years more than any president that that country has ever witnessed in the history of that country. Is beyond question, unquestionably so. And yet again, this yet another seismic move. Tinubu signs bill allowing states to take full charge of their electricity. So we go through this one at speed. In a landmark move to decentralize the nation's power sector, Nigerian states now have the authority to oversee electricity generation, transmission, and distribution within their jurisdiction. So it's essentially done this to unlock Lagos State, because of all of the opportunities, it is only really Lagos State that you can imagine is capacitated to take this on frontally. And all of the shells of how this thing should happen is already being done in Lagos State. They just need the policy rebalancing for them to light up the whole of Lagos State. So I think this more gets towards anybody can partake, but you cannot see how a space like Gombe or Jigawa or Anambra or whatever, all these backwater states, you cannot imagine how they will be able to afford this. So it's only spaces like maybe Lagos or York, Kano, River State, people with money and ambition. Those are the ones that will be able to partake in this. In a landmark move to decentralize the nation's power sector, Nigerian states now have the authority to oversee electricity generation, transmission, and distribution within their jurisdiction. This shift follows the signing of the Electricity Amendment Bill into law by President Bola Tinubu in 2024. I'm not quite sure if this doesn't strike us new news, and I'm still of the thought that Buhari actually already opened up that space. The Electricity Amendment Act marks a significant reform in Nigeria's energy sector, handing over control from the federal government to individual states. And this is an amendment, by the way, so maybe this is an addendum to what Buhari did, because there was quite a big hue and cry, not hue and cry, or whoops and holler when Buhari signed that into law. So I'm pretty certain that Buhari had already opened up that space. So maybe this is an addendum, this is an amendment, this is an appendage to that. The Electricity Amendment Act marks a significant reform in Nigeria's energy sector, handing over control from the federal government to individual states. Under the new legislation, states are legally empowered to license private investors to operate mini grids and power plants, opening the door for increased private sector involvement and competition. So I think Davido's uncle is actually in that, or even his father even, is actually in that space. Do you remember that famous clip that was going around when his dad was there talking about investing $1 billion in the energy sector? So this is a quotation. The act gives states the authority to generate, transmit, and distribute power within their borders, shifting control from the federal government to the states. It allows states to license private investors to operate mini grids and power plants within their jurisdiction. The decentralized model is expected to accelerate electrification in rural areas, peri-urban, and urban communities that have long remained underserved. So there's that. So there's that. Another seismic move. I've always said that the bulk of what Nigeria needs is actually just policy realignment. Yes, of course, you need investment in the big infrastructural spaces like electricity and the road network. But outside of that, really, what the government actually has to do really is just to liberalize policy to open up the country to private enterprise. So now the headline, let me see, where are we coming at this from? Let's come at it from here. Confusion as APC chair Ganduje resigns. So nobody saw that coming, but of course, I think there's a general consensus as to why this has happened. I think we are all guessing towards the same moves that's about to, because this is the first step in a series of things that will unfurl. National chairman of the ruling of Progressive Congress APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has resigned from his position, correspondents learned. Although the exact circumstances surrounding his resignation remains unclear, as of press time, a senior party official confirmed the development, stating simply, yes, it is true, has resigned. Our sources revealed, and by the way, we'll still talk about that, but Ganduje is stepping aside for the greater good, but he will still be rewarded in some form. Our sources revealed that Ganduje's personal belongings thrown the party headquarters into confusion, with staff and visitors visibly shaken by the unexpected news. So that was when that story broke, and so matters evolved quickly, and they've evolved in this direction now. Dalori emerges new APC chairman as Ganduje resigns. So Aboki for Aboki, that's what it is. A deputy national chairman north of the All Progressive Congress APC, Ali Bukar Dalori, has replaced Abdullahi Ganduje as the national chairman of the party. This followed the resignation of the ex-Kano governor Ganduje as the party chairman on Thursday. His resignation, which is effective immediately, was offered to enable him attend to urgent and important personal matters, APC spokesman Felix Moka said in a statement. In his letter of resignation addressed to the National Working Committee, NWC, through the National Secretary Ajibola Bashiru, Ganduje expressed gratitude to the president, and etc. Moka said Tinubu directed Dalori to assume the position of acting national chairman pending the meeting of the National Executive Council of the party to be summoned immediately to fill the vacancy created by the resignation. Ganduje from the Northwest assumed that leadership of the party in August 2023, following the resignation of his predecessor, Abdullahi Adamu, from the North Central Zone. His tenure faced increasing resistance, particularly from those who view disappointment as a violation of the party's internal zoning arrangement. Ganduje, so that's Ganduje gone right there. So that's Ganduje gone. So that's Ganduje gone. So what else are we going on to? Let's go on from that to... Yes, so Tinubu has settled matters between Nyesom Wike and Fubara. So I think that's known. But is also having Fubara probed, according to this. But I wouldn't believe this one actually, because this is coming from People's Gazette. So I'll only give you the headline because they are notorious for just making up stories. Tinubu orders probe of Nyesom Wike over $3.6 billion Abuja land grant to his son, Jacquin, or Jacquin. Is his son Latino? What sort of a name is that even? So that's that. I'm not quite sure how much veracity that's more for the obedience space. I think they'll feed off that in their usual whatever it is that they do over there. Tinubu brokers late night peace talks to resolve Rivers political crisis. So matters settled. I don't actually see Fubara serving the full term of his suspension. So it looks as though there is peace in the land now. In a major move towards resolving the prolonged political crisis in Rivers State, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday night convened a high-level peace meeting at the State House in Abuja, bringing together key actors in the conflict for a rare face-to-face dialogue. According to a post by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, on his verified Twitter handle on Thursday morning, The closed-door meeting was attended by suspended Rivers Governor Simi Fubara, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Yemson Wike, suspended Rivers Speaker Martin, whatever his last name is, and several other lawmakers embroiled in the dispute. So that's that. So that's that. What else do we have? What else do we have? All right. I'll only give you this as a headline as well. Africa is the only continent experiencing growth. Europe needs us to grow. This is Dangote speaking almost certainly at some international seminars or somewhere. So yes, I agree with that sentiment. Actually, the only space left to be developed in the world is Africa, and that's where all of the opportunities are. And I think the world now are coalescing behind the thought that Africa should be developed. So you see a fast tracking of that over the next couple of decades, I suspect. So there's that. What else do we have? Let me give you this as a headline as well. I'm only really going to drop the headlines. The link is in the comment section. If you want the conversation coming, nobody in the studio at the moment. So we just do the headlines, do the clips, and then if you don't want the conversation, we just pack it in. It's just no skin of my nose. No skin of my nose. CBN, non-oil gas exports increased Nigeria's current account surplus to $3.73 billion. So what does that actually mean is the question. What are the areas of growth and what are we exporting? I know we export a lot of food, which is not captured, it is captured, but it's not often referenced, but the central bank says the country recorded a current account surplus of $3.73 billion in the first quarter 2025. So what's the attribution? According to the CBN balance of payment, according to CBN's balance of payment highlight for Q1 2025, the current account increased by 1.08% from 3.69 to 3. Whatever it is. So yeah, what's the attribution? A current account surplus means Nigeria earned more from exports and remittances and other transfers than it spent on imports and services. With the removal of fuel importation now, I expect that Nigeria should be having a long-standing positive trade balance. So because that's the bulk of what we spend our foreign exchange on, or what they claimed we spent it on. They were just stealing it, of course, as we all know. So there's that. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it there at those headlines. All right. I think I'll just leave it there at those headlines. Let me rattle through then what we have in terms of clips. Let's see. And by the way, so just the Ganduje headline is clearly paving the way for Kwakwanso to join the party. That's just that's why they would have removed Ganduje as the chairman. So there's no. I think we all know that anyway. So there's nothing. There's no real big leap in that one. So let's go on from that. Oh, of course, a little bit of Peter Obi bashing, as is the custom on this platform. So let's do this clip now as just about Peter Obi bashing for the day.
EFCC investigate Peter Obi over this house with a brick. Investigate him. Now in property. Now in get him. Anambra state government where on a day. All those on a property when they look for where people be hide them in their brother's name and all those things. Now one be this. This one said none of him brother don't come forward. Can't do video say na a house. Why not Peter be different? May na watch this video. May na Peter be property be that. God don't catch him. EFCC may not come investigating. Watch this video first. Watch this video.
Property like this cannot be owned by an unknown person. Fence is owned by a company. And that company, this is their lawyer.
from the look of this video, you are supposed to know, say, na P2B 9 get that property. He say the property like this cannot belong to. You dey see wetin they talk. Say na their lawyer be this. We no want lawyer. Let your brother come forward. Make we know say na your brother. EFCC, enough evidence on day for una to track this man. See exactly the letter wey court release, wey EFCC release. They look for that house wey Emefiele build for Abuja, where they finally discover say na Emefiele. Now the same thing they happen for Lagos. So you dey say am so. Court don't release later. How many times? How many days? Person don't go court. All this kind of thing. Nobody come out say na him get this house. Nobody come outside come claim the house. P2B brother wey claim so. No come outside say na him get the house. He dey hide. But after they don't break the house, P2B come outside. You know the property they pay Nibo man well. Now P2B get this house. EFCC, I beg, make una investigate P2B for this house. How you take get money, take get that property before in the lies in my brother. Or make that brother come outside, come prove say na him get them, and make the ask am why court bring later. This kind letter since how many days, how many years? You know, come outside, come claim and say na him own. Why are they hiding? P2B is hiding something. He get many property like this in Lagos, but God will catch them one after the other and here John they come out. Me na share this video. EFCC, I beg me na investigate P2B. The truth will come outside. I promise you guys. I go help una do the more investigation about this house. Share this video and have a wonderful day.
All right. So that's that perspective on that demolished property in Lagos State, which P2B is claiming belongs to his brother. But you have to be a completely brain dead retard to even have the thought that is P2B's property. That property belongs to a subsidiary of Next International, which is Obi's business name, as we all know. So if it belongs, and by the way company registration works in Nigeria is that no two companies can either have the same name or even names similar to each other. If you've ever tried to register a company in Nigeria, you would know that. So that's just widely known. So it cannot be a Next Food International as a registered business name when you already have Next International, which is a P2B's conglomerate. So the only reason why that would exist as an entity is if that Next Food International is a subsidiary of P2B's Next International. And if it is a subsidiary of P2B's Next International, then it comes within the broader overarch of P2B ownership. So it's a subsidiary company of P2B that purports to own that house. But that story is bigger than we are giving it credit for at the moment. P2B has been going around, even in his latest interview with Rufai Hussaini, at every single opportunity, he will tell you that he only has a house somewhere. He claims to have only about 2 houses anywhere in the world. He said, if you see any house that is in my name, seize it, take it from me, throw me in jail. It doesn't take that much to unravel that P2B has ownership of this house. And we all know that he has ownership of this house. Because and P2B, of course, he has the history of hiding assets under proxies and shell company names. We know that from the Pandora Papers. So we know about all these criminal activities. But where this story gets even more interesting is that this property, according to the ownership audits that P2B presents, it says the property has been within their cycle, within their ownership for 10, 15 years, which lands it then to when he was governor of Anambra State. So it's the stolen loot from Anambra State that is hidden in the ownership of that house. But it will all come to the fore fairly soon. No doubt about that. The Ganduje guy is slowly unraveling, isn't he? So he is slowly unraveling. So now, this next clip that I'm about to play you now. Do you remember that story of this guy that purports to be a gospel singer of some sort, and he was caught somewhere? He's a Yoruba guy, but he was caught somewhere in the north with a bag that was dripping blood. And then when they opened up that bag, it was filled with body parts. And when they investigated that body part even further, it was discovered then that he had actually killed his own girlfriend and chopped her up into the bits. So it looks like then the moment, the day of reckoning has now come for that guy. Watch this.
I've done that right. We are going to that now.
Please, my noble lord. My name is R.A. Umoru, Chief State Counsel of the National State Ministry of Justice. I know that I appear.
Well, for us from Legal Aid Council, I'm the state coordinator. The law has taken its course. Because of the peculiar nature of this case and the accelerated hearing it was given by the judiciary, we have no option. We are lawyers, we only assisted analyzing critically the evidence of both parties. The option is left for the convict and his family members if they choose to test this judgment as well. As I said, it is their discretion. We cannot dictate that to them.
By law, by the Constitution, he has 19 days within which to appeal. However, it is within his right to appeal, failure of which the Ministry of Justice will have to recommend to His Excellency to sign the death warrant for proper execution of the judgment of the court.
Thank you.
So there it is right there. It's the death warrant is the dying is the verdict. Whatever the technical term is to be yamutu'd, that guy that yamutu'd his own girlfriend. So no sympathy from me for that guy, of course. So no sympathy from me for him. Let's go on from that to a little bit more Peter Obi bashing. Of course, notorious for demarketing Nigeria. And in spite of all of the criticisms, our guy still has not stopped. This time he goes to the UK, trying to affect some sort of a peculiar accentuation. Watch this.
Here in London to rally support, he told Sky News he wants to save his country.
Everybody can see, especially the youth, can see that something is wrong. And we're saying we want to change the situation. The country cannot continue on this trajectory that leading to nowhere.
What would you as president do for relations with Britain? And why should British people care about an election in Nigeria, do you think?
Because it's important to them. We have 200 million people, which if the economy changed today, is a huge...
All right, so that's Ganduje right there. And then still staying within the parameters, the realms of Ganduje, when I saw this particular clip that I'm about to play you now, it's alarmed but did not surprise me. Watch this.
My people, take a look at this video and see how this guy is producing drink inside the house. Most time, if I'm saying this video, I'm showing you people this video is not to spoil anybody's business. It's to show you people should be aware of what you put in your stomach, what you drink. Please share this video, let everybody see this video and learn from this video. You see what this guy is doing inside the house, and he's selling this drink to stores, to different places, and people are consuming it day and day. Please, my people, you people should be careful out there. Ha! My God. See.
So there it is right there. No prices for guessing where that guy comes from. I think we all know. Fake drugs, fake drinks, fake everything, fake life, fake electoral victory, fake everything fake. Everything fake. Let's go on from that to this. For better news now, here is Tinubu signing the tax bill into law. So there it is right there. It's official. The tax bill is now law. So the tax bill now law. So still staying within the realms of law and legality. This now next clip are certainly not on the right side of law, but this somewhat Even the world's greatest contortionist cannot do what this guy did. Somewhere in the East, we're going back again. Watch this.
Doc, you can go Doc, they go work now.
Take you as a sibai.
Yes, I
No being the enter. Yeah, was born. The enter, Bobadanga.
Diver. Confirm.
With all the carefulness.
Confirm.
You poor, you see,
careful about Bagona. Bibanina Baneva.
Because somebody told me this yesterday. Now, what they think I'm on
Unbelievable stuff. There's only one thing I have to say to that, and it's Chineke May. That's that definitely a Chineke May. So Chineke May to that, but hallelujah to this next one. Watch this.
To give God the glory that today is the 26th of June 2025. That peace has finally returned to the state. All agreed to work together with the governor, and the governor also agreed to work together with all of us who are members of the same political family. Yes, just like humans, you have a disagreement, and then you also have a time to also settle your disagreement, and that has been finally concluded today, and we have come to report to Mr. President that is what we have agreed. So for me, everything is over, and enjoy everybody who believe to work with us, to also work together with everybody. That there's no more acrimony, there's nothing to say we are disagreeing. We have all agreed on everything. So we thank God. For me, it's a day we have to thank Almighty God.
For me, it's very important that this day has come to be. What we need for the progress of Rivers State is peace. And by the special grace of God this night.
All right, so they should just let that guy get back to work. I think he has shown sufficient enough contrition. There's not much more that he can give. He has said sorry. He has looked contrite. He has complied. He has not gone to court. He's doing everything that they're asking him to do. So just give him back his state and let him carry on with the looting. So let him carry on with the looting. Let the poor breathe, as we once heard from somebody. Let the poor breathe. Let the rich breathe as well.
Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
All right. So let the poor breathe. So that's my lot. So if you want the conversation coming, like I said, no one in the studio at the moment. So hop on if you want the conversation. We played the Kegite music. Take it from there.
Only water, only water, where they see ma. Water,
only water, where they see ma.
Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mùrè o. Ilé ṣọ́bí kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mùrè o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mùrè o. Chifu Wẹ́lá ti kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mùrè o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mùdé.
Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mùdé.
tó dùn kẹ́ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó ti lé o.
ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹyẹ.
ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀run mú ìní o.
ìgbàlà tí èlé.
àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And there it is right there. Ikuku Neriwa Gbesheme, death have nothing to do with us. Joining us are General Thomas. That's Thomas right there. Been a moment since we last saw Thomas. Our man of prestige is in the house. The elegant man. Tony Africa right there. I'm wondering why it's not already in bed. And that's AY joining us as well. So good to have you, gentlemen.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
How do you mean? Can no one hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I don't know what Tony is talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Is anybody there?
No. Just
apart
Tony,
from one man.
No, Tony, please. Tony, let me just.
Okay, probably. Okay, I will be waiting.
Yeah. Yes. Good to have you, gentlemen. Still plenty of spaces. Anybody else that wants to hop on? Thank you for being here. We kick it off. We whiz it round just to sample people's opinions. Do 7 minutes monologue. Kick it off with man of prestige. AY next. Tony after. If he can hear us. Prestige. You're up first. So we're talking about Nigeria improving non-oil sector trade, which is ballooning still further the country's account, which is always good news. We're talking about Ganduje stepping aside or resigning. So that one came from left field. We're talking about Fubara and Wike, who have now Fubara now haven't done everything that is required of him. Maybe they should just give him his state back. So we're talking about those or whatever else interests you. Prestige, you're up first. 7 minutes monologue.
All right, greeting, thank you. And one man, you need to stop paying attention to the chat, okay? People there, when people come to the chat area, we're there to throw everybody. So stop making a comment about what people said over there. When they say something bad against you, don't pay attention to us over there. It's a trolling department. I see what you said about me, but that's fine. And I gave you back to you. So it's all fun. Yeah, greeting everybody. I'm only going to talk about 2 things, because I have to leave. But let me start with from yesterday, where we stopped, because I'm going to review the bill the tax bill that was signed. There's something that I find out that people making minimum wage is going to pay tax. Remember, I said about 800,000. If you calculate 70,000, monthly, that's more than 800,000 naira per annum. So they're going to pay tax. Is that not minimum wage?
It's not per annum. It's per month.
No. The 800 naira is annum.
It's not per annum. It's per month.
Yes, it is. One man, you need to read the bill carefully.
I have read.
So they're going to pay. They're going to pay tax.
I followed that bill all the way through. So don't worry about that.
Well, people here, I'm just saying, I read it, more purely. Like I said, it's still a pro-poor people provision, but people pay minimum wage, supposedly, as what we have right now. I don't know how many states paying that 1,700, They're going to pay tax. Anything, one naira above that 800,000, they're going to pay, they're going to pay tax. But I think it's less than, I don't know what percentage. It's very progressive anyway. You have 15% bracket. People making more money. You have 18% and 25% bracket. So but anyway, I just want to make a correction. It's not all that more like poor people. It's not going to pay, because if you're making 70,000, a month, that's nothing. That's the supposedly minimum wage. So, having said that, one more thing. You're talking about we are making more money right now. So where's that money going? This is the problem I have. We are making more money, but where is that money being going? People are being poor, And I still blame, like I said yesterday, I said something about Buhari. I still blame Buhari, for what he has done to the Southeast, particularly my state, Imo State. And the proven gas reserve that we have in Nigeria right now, we have about 55% gas deposit, and no oil, no gas pipe, was laid in that part of the country. So this is my quarrel with Buhari, and I see, I'm still going to repeat it right now. So he was very discriminatory. So having said that, let's go to the main topic today, which is wicked. You see, this is the problem. All this deal that they broker. Have you tried to read the fine line what was brokered in this deal? I mean, Wike pretty much got everything that he wants. That Fubarak is a puppet to me. He
But the
need to
state,
be, after all.
the state belongs to Wike now. So
Yes, it does. It pretty much confirmed whether it's good or bad. This is where we are, right now. I mean that he shouldn't have started. He should Fubarak shouldn't have started this fight. He know he can't finish. After all, he's a puppet. He never campaigned for the election. Somebody, Wike bought a form for him. Wike put him in that position, and they had an agreement. In as far as I find that to be not the way democracy work. That's actually what happened. That man has no no core power to do anything. Just a puppet, like I said. Look at what the condition was. For one of the condition, Fubarak is going to serve this first time. Finish. This is the condition. I don't know if you have read it. Fubarak is going to serve this first time and complete it. 2007. He's not supposed to seek re-election. That is the condition given to him. So he only here to serve 2 more years, and that's it. He can't seek re-election. This is all we can want. And he need to drop the impeachment. They need to drop the impeachment, they have against him. And Wike has to appoint all 23 local local governors. You're not in the government, and you're giving that power to appoint. What is the power of Fubarak? Does Fubarak have any power? Nothing from this agreement is good for the River State. And they have appointed an INEC chairman in that state. From where? Cross River. How can a non-indigenous is going to be the INEC chairman for people? People need to wake up. One man, you may support it because it's going to favor Tinubu. All this plan is for Tinubu, but what you saw today, you don't know what's going to happen. I hope if you and I are still alive in the next 10 years, 7 years or whatever, whenever Tinubu finish, if he win re-election, which in my opinion probably going to win re-election, and somebody else come in and still do the same
What's
thing. I
going
hope
on? Can anyone hear me?
everybody here supporting the evil going on in that River State or in that country won't come here and say, by the grace of God, I'm going to be alive, and you're going to be alive. Everybody here. What kind of nonsense is going on, going on that River State? He has to restore all power to the pro-Wike, people, and they get paid for the money. What does River people get from this? Just to install the puppet, Fubarak there. He has no power. He's powerless. You're not to seek re-election. That's one. You have to drop all legal suit you have, and give control of Wike to appoint all the 23 local government. You restore the power of pro Wike, lawmakers. What is this? Is that a good broker? One man, answer me. Don't be quiet. You normally interject.
No, it's politics now, isn't it? You are saying, what does River State get? If
Yes.
if Fubara administers River State to the advantage of River State, then they will get good governance.
How is he going to do that when Wike is in power?
How is Wike in power?
I just read you the condition that was agreed.
What
have you read the core condition that was agreed upon?
Well, I've not read it, but
I'm telling you what it is.
Yes, so Wike retains the structures of the state.
Yes,
which is nothing to do with governance. So it can govern.
What do you mean? No, Wike is going to appoint all the 23 local governments. You know how they are loyal to him. They are loyal to him. They're not going to be loyal to Fubarak. He's given the right to appoint.
What has that got to do with anything?
What do you mean? Are you arguing blindly or what? I'm giving you the condition. Wike is going to appoint the whole 23 local government,
Yes.
chairman.
Yes.
Okay.
What right does what right does the Fubara has as a governor in that state? If you can't even administrate local government appointment in that state, can you tell me? And all pro-Wike, pro-Wike loyalty has to be reinstated.
Yes.
And they're answerable to Wike. And now you're telling me that
I'm still not hearing any cogent argument. What point are you making? I don't get the point.
you know the point I'm making. You always, when things doesn't align with your narrative, you make it sound like somebody's an idiot.
No, I'm not from Rivers State. Now, it's nothing to do with me. You are saying
Rivers State is in Nigeria. This can happen in any other state. It's not. This is not.
There's only two things I care about. I care about the overarch of Nigeria and your state. Outside of that, I'm not really that bothered.
Then why are you bringing this topic?
Because it's a topical news. It's part of the overarch of Nigeria. But the point I'm making is, Wike retains the political structures of Rivers State, which has always belonged to him. That guy tried to wrestle it away from him. Wike defeats him. So that's politics.
Wait a minute. How is that belong to Wike? Is Wike the elected governor?
No, the governor is. You described it yourself.
Yes, I did, but does that make it right?
Hold on. You're not even open up to hear what I'm saying, then you can disagree. You described it yourself to tell us that the governor was an appointee of Wike, that he never even bought a form, he didn't even campaign. So essentially, it's an employee of Wike, and really, he wanted to overreach, never outshine the master, the 48 laws of power. So that's just politics. So the guy will go and sit down there. He will carry out a few projects, develop as much as he can for the state. He will steal his own little bit, and then Wike will take the state back from him. So we saw it with Ambode now. When they kicked Ambode out of Lagos State, did Lagos State slow down? It didn't slow down. So it means nothing. It's politics.
Wow, you are just condemning something evil. This is what just transpired. This is the agreement, but does that make it right? I still have to condemn it. But it seems that you are endorsing it. Is that it's a right way to.
Fubara was outmaneuvered him. No, it's politics now. It's universally so. Fubara was outmaneuvered in politics. He didn't have the accoutrements. He didn't have the rhetoric. People like Wike, people like Tinubu, people like Atiku, people like Buhari. These are special entities now. You don't.
This is why your country is a shithole country. It never functions.
It's the leading African nation, so I'm not quite sure.
What leading? In what aspect? Tell me what aspect Nigeria is a leading African nation. Is it just by name?
In all spheres of life, and anyhow, in all aspects of life, is the leading is the leading black nation on the planet.
When was the last time you've been to Nigeria? Or you just stay enjoy what a democracy was?
3-4 years ago. About 3-4 years ago, yes. About 3-4 years ago.
It don't sound like somebody who's been to Nigeria, because you stay in Europe and you tell us about how good Europe is.
What does somebody that has been to that goes to Nigeria regularly sound like?
Because I have been there. I can tell you the suffering, what I have witnessed. Regardless whether I have money or I have money, but I have to look after people. It's not all about you. It's not all about me.
Yes, you didn't witness. Even if you, at your level, if you go to Nigeria, you would not see anything more than me sitting here, because you go to the upper echelons of society.
So what? But that does not mean that I don't care. That I don't help people. I don't have compassion for human beings. It's not about
here
me.
Helps. There's nobody on the platform now that is not sending money to one person or the other, helping out. So don't worry about that. Fubara got outmaneuvered. He learned a lesson. After he finishes his tenure, he would disappear, never to be seen anymore. No.
I'm not disagreeing what you said.
Yeah, you saw how beaten down he looked in that clip.
Yes, he looked beaten down. like he's reading from something that was constructed for him. Say,
Yeah.
go out there and say, this is what we want you to say.
Let me play you a clip. This tells you all you need to know. So you heard it from they fear you, eh? The fear of Wike is the beginning of wisdom.
People.
Yes?
Man. This is what you'll get because you deny yourself to be evil. So this is what you'll get for denying yourself to be evil. Yeah, you go ahead and suffer. You know, when you are what you are, you deny yourself. You're not an evil. You know, this is where that's where you find yourself. I say very outrageous stuff, so people can say what they want. I said it, and I will repeat it. But anyway, that's what River State, get for denying themselves to be,
River State
to
is
align
not
themselves
Igbo.
with their brother evil.
Stop being tribal. River State is not Igbo. Yes, there are Igbo communities there, but does not make it River State Igbo.
Hey,
You
what
won't.
peace?
You won't.
What peace?
You stop
What
it.
me? Let
You
me say
stop
my
it.
peace.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
you can't tell me.
Don't mislead
Just be
people.
quiet. What peace? You can't tell me
No,
what to
no,
say.
it's not by justification. I
You
cannot come
can't
and
tell
tell
me
you
what to
now.
say.
No, I cannot come
Just
to
be
tell
quiet.
you.
Close your
No,
mouth.
no, no.
Just
You be
shut up.
quiet, man. You be quiet. You shut up, man. Who the fuck are you? How can you just come and start saying rubbish? If I come and tell you now, most of this was Juku. Will you like it? Will you take it? What we don't want other people to take from you. Don't try to other people.
You know what?
It's nonsense, man.
I don't have time for your nonsense because that was mean. That was mean a
Then
banter.
at your age,
To one man. I
no,
wanted to see how
then
man
at
was
your
going to
age,
respond.
then
I
you
don't
make
care
it.
what they claim to be.
Then
It
you
was
make it
just a
so
banter to see how one man going to
when I was
respond
like,
because
say,
I
let me
like
tell
to
you, I said,
just
as
shut
a
up. I
grown man,
like
when
to
I'm like,
throw one man.
shut
It
up,
has
man,
nothing to
be
do with
quiet.
you. That was referring
This
to
is
one man.
nonsense. If I'm against you, then you let me know it's banter. Then I will see my sword. Don't start telling me I shut up like you're talking to a baby.
Yeah,
What the
well,
fuck wrong with some people on this
You
you're
platform?
not
intervene.
even
You
you're
interject
not
on my
even from
topic.
Rivers
I
State
did
now.
not
You're not
invite you to
even from Rivers
interject.
State.
This kind of
I did
nonsense
not
is that?
invite you
Before
to
this
interject.
platform just start feeling entitled in the back of your keyboard or what? You think it's money to justify that you what? You guys really have money? If somebody just being humble means you what?
One man, can you
In
take
short,
control of
one man,
that
go
and
ahead.
remove that? That I don't want to. Let me not
No,
make
see,
this
if
place
you want to
very.
bring, if you want to make it rowdy, we'll make it rowdy.
No,
Because
I
sometimes
don't
you'll be
have time.
looking
I
for
don't
a
have
way
people.
to.
I don't have time. People like you. One man, can you stop that
What can
person,
you do? What
please?
can you do?
I can't do nothing because I don't even know you.
Oh,
I don't know you. Like I
all
said,
right.
one man. I wanted to. I was soliciting your response. One man. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I don't care
I
whether
know,
they're Igbo or whatever. That was my
I
soliciting one man
yeah,
response because
no,
we
no,
banter with each other.
yes, I know you were just spoken. So let me move you on then, move you in the direction then of Ganduje, who is now no more, which of course opens the window then for Kwakwanso to come into the APC. Kwakwanso comes into the APC, and by the way, this resignation is just the first in the
Okay,
series
let me
of.
restart my phone and come right back. Okay.
All right, maybe do that. So this resignation now is going to be the first in a series of realignments. Another person to go will be Shetima. So Ganduje goes, Kwakwanso comes in, Shetima drops, Kwakwanso takes that slot, brings Kano State to add on to Lagos State. Katsina comes in, Tinubu re-elected.
Wow, this is yeah. When I was seeing what was happening, in Nigerian space today, I said, man, this is very interesting, and that's probably one of the second reason why I joined. I said this looked like a Game of Thrones, nothing but what it is. It's about possible using Ganduje as a pawn in order to work Kwankoso because both to begin with, both of them don't like each other and they're from the same. They're apart from zone, they're from the same state. So he has to resign. That's the way I look at it. I mean, they may give any reason they want, but it's all about political game. And what's going to happen? This is strictly my opinion. What Tinubu is trying to play here, because of the dynamic in the north right now, you know, he wants to do anything possible to dismantle any other people like he has been doing in the south, and get Kanu. And Kanu is the largest. If he can get Kanu, get Lagos, it look like River State is in his hand right now. I mean, we're talking about the government structure, but I don't know. Let's wait and see if they will still maintain that. Because where we are in America, the governor or the government doesn't have the structure. It's the people that are structured. So Nigerian case is kind of different. I don't need they have a wicked or it's still going to maintain the same thing we have, whereby the governor, is going to be the structure because he's going to be able to use the.
You know what you are seeing, Prestige.
Yeah.
What you are seeing playing out in slow motion right before your eyes is
Yes.
the 2027 election being won. By the time we get to the ballot, nobody would. There's just no room for anybody.
Well, I
to
wouldn't
argue,
say it's part one, but he's
you know?
playing a very smart politics. That's what
It,
actually
it,
playing.
it takes Kano State, it takes Lagos State, it takes River State. It
So,
holds
but
on
one
to.
might need to stop there. Okay, let's play a scenario right now because, in my own opinion, this is what's probably going to happen. Ganduje resign, because you can't have a chairman and a vice president from the same state. And moreover, I don't know the fact. It's all politics when they say Ganduje doesn't get along well with
No, they've always been at
with
loggerheads.
Kwankwaso, but it's all politics.
Yes.
You know how it happened in politics. Even in America where we are right now. I mean, look at what happened to Marco Rubio. When he campaigned with Trump, and now he's the foreign minister. I think he has about 2 or 3 portfolios. That's part of the politics. But having said that, what will that do to the North Central? Is it not going to make them unsteady? If you remove their man, if you remove their man, Shetima, are you going to gain Kanu and lose a lot of North Central?
No,
I mean,
not
Northeast. That's what I mean to say.
Not
Northeast.
North Central. Yes.
Yeah, Northeast, not North Central. Yeah, Northeast. So what's going to happen? How do you see that dynamic playing?
It's a game of calculations now.
That's why I call it a game of thrones. Go ahead.
Yeah, because it's a game. As you know, politics is a game of numbers. The biggest numbers come from Lagos State. The second biggest numbers come from Kano State. Good strong numbers come from Borno State as well. But they'll just find a way to assuage that space and hold on to as much as they can in Borno State. So they will hemorrhage a little bit in Borno State to gain almost 3-4 times more in Kano State. So it's just the permutations of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good political, strategy playing on there. So, but anyway,
meanwhile, the what's it called? Peter Obi is making friends with what's it called? Malami. Yes, defeating the structures of criminality, dismantling it. Is dismantling the structures
are they the only structure of criminality? The present government we have, are they not the only structure of criminality?
Well, Peter Obi was the one that made us the promise that I was coming into this to dismantle the structure of criminality with his best friend Abubakar Malami.
But anyway, this new strategy that is being laid in Kano State, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. Did I hear that what's his name, Yahaya Bello, is requesting to go to overseas for medical checkup, that he has a high blood pressure and all that kind of things. So that's what he requests.
He's asking for his passport back, yes.
Yes, so he can go for medical leave in overseas. He said he has a high blood pressure and some other medical condition that he can obtain any kind of, he can't get any medical. He's not fit to get the kind of condition he has. I don't know what other problem he has. So I don't know how that's going to happen. So it's very interesting place we have. But anyway, one man, I just want to speak briefly on these two topics. I'm going to leave, so I will see you tomorrow.
All right, stay with us for as long as you can. Or leave only when you need to leave. Because
okay.
We always like you to be around. We go on from you then. So that's Prestige opening it up with the breaking news that the people of River State are actually Igbo people. That will be news to them as well. But to bring it back to Sena Klein's AY. AY, you're up next. So the politics of the day, your thoughts.
Hey, one man.
Okay,
One man, the way you missing your schedule these days seems you have a new girlfriend though.
Yeah, well, the new girlfriend is
the way you are missing your schedules.
It's not actually good because people like consistency. They want to know that at X time this guy comes on.
Yeah,
So when it's all over the place,
sometimes you're busy, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I understand that. If your wife is listening, one man is man of God, though. I'm just joking.
Don't worry. She will ask for your phone number later. That she wants to find out more about what you are talking about.
Greeting to everyone. Where is man of prestige? I wanted to talk to him. I think he left. I think he listened anyway. I think it's What Peace that was talking to him. What Peace? Man of prestige was actually joking, but there are people especially on the damaging platform that have this thinking that River State is Igbo State. They will tell you there is nothing like Southside. I always tell them, people take offense when you say this stuff. If you go to this region, you're gonna be saying this kind of stuff. They are gonna beat you up. So I don't know where they got this information. There are Igbo in Rivers. Rivers is not Igbo State. I don't know why they keep doing that. Man of President on his own side, I think he was joking, but there are people that really have this belief.
Man of Prestige is just an easygoing guy. Man of Prestige, he just comes out. He comes out just to hang out with people. He does with his friends. He doesn't care that much, really.
With anybody. Yeah.
It's not even the hardcore. It's not even hardcore.
I wasn't having problem with him. Even as much I was talking to him, he was making me understand. It doesn't want me to tell me I'm joking, but the way he will put it, I will understand he's joking. But he was still doubling down. He was still doubling down like, what the fuck is that? We are scared of each other here. Nobody feed nobody.
Trust me, if you watch Dr. Dameji, you will be seeing this kind of argument on a regular basis. It's crazy how people really like. I'm like, you really believe that? They tell you that it's nothing like South. The whole place is belongs to Southeast. I'm like, are you crazy? Can you just stop?
Nobody. I've not seen nobody that said that, my brother. I don't know where you're getting that from.
Oh, come on. Who is talking?
This is Joel of Nashville. No, it is not normal. Please. You're not going to spin it in here.
Joel of Nashville. Do you go?
Come on now.
I've never seen you.
I do, and I do listen. I do listen to Dr. Damages, and I do listen to this show as well. But you can't just say that. You can't just keep making up. That's how you start.
It's not
by 2027 now. You start saying, "Oh, they say Southside is Thomas Town." Can you guys please stop?
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that there are Igbos in Rivers. It's not an Igbo state, but there are Igbos in River State. So you can't change history. Come on now.
Okay, stop. There are people on Dr. Damages on a regular basis. They say those stuff. There is nothing like South. There is nothing like South. Rivers is Igbo State. That is a fact.
That is a fan fact now, and as you know, it's on medication. So
somebody look at the comment section. Somebody is attesting to that, and you are here arguing. I've never seen you under the damage. This joy of Nandi. Check comment section. That is
Ewa, and Mr. Nazareth. That's a fact now. That, but that is an Igbo station. It's not a bad thing. You have to be proud of whom you are. That is your station. And that's where you have to promote your identity and then your agenda for freedom. You know what I'm saying? Of which I support 100%. So hold on, Otamela Mudian. So I don't know why Joy of Nazareth is. Dr. Damage's show is purely a Southeastern platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you go to Benin, you have some a station too, like Olakoko show. That guy. So that one is also a pure Edo platform. So whatever happens, they will say that will not get fought. You know what I'm saying? So they will be blaming other people. The same thing. So why the argument here? Dr. Damage's show is 99.9%. Biafra station. I'm a Biafra follower, so, but that's the truth, okay? That's the main, so don't try to do that here. You're a gentleman.
My point is that it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous to say that.
Anyway, nice to hear from you. Long time. Joy of Nazareth, you are my friend. Long time. Nice to hear from you today. Well done.
One man, okay.
All
Rivers,
right.
let's start.
All right. I take the floor
I'm not
back.
going to spend too much time.
We're talking about Fubara, Wike, Ganduje, just all the big ticket items. So your thoughts.
Yeah. So the issue in Rivers State, right? To be honest, I don't know what to call Fubara. Fubara is a disgrace, man. Like, so that guy is a novice in politics, right? Apart from that, he's not a tough guy. He's too soft for Wike. I think Wike knows that the guy is very weak. That was why he chose him as a governor. That is what you see playing out. So Fubara, it disappointed the Rivers people, but what you see yesterday, I will not call it is kind of like settlement. I think he just succumbed to
it was more surrender than settlement.
He just surrender. Yeah, I will not. There is nothing like it was not a negotiation. He surrendered. So what happened? He has been begging. I mean, you can stoop to conquer, but why were you fighting then? Why were you fighting? Because even some of these people, you go sign agreement with the devil, you got to honor the agreement, otherwise they're gonna kill you. So except you are ready to fight. Well, if you know the history of Nigerian politics, somebody like Igige was able to fight. You know, there are people that are able to fight, but Fubara was just too weak for Wike. I think Wike hunger was because of his structure. So now I think he got the structure back. But I think a second force need to come up in Rivers to challenge Wike. You know, like the likes of Amechi of this world, the likes of most of these guys supporting Fubara. They need to realign in PDP or wherever. But Wike is not going to give up PDP or APC in Rivers. So he's controlling both parties. He's going to make sure he lock those parties down. So except they can, like the new party coming, they can all align in that new party. But Wike is not going to give up APC or PDP. He's going to hold on to both parties till after election in 2027. That's what is going to happen. And I know people like Magnus Sabe, they really lobby, except Tinubu will sit Wike there and say, hey, let Magnus be the next governor. I can tell you for a fact, Fubara is not coming back. Write it on the wall. It's not coming back. So Wike, I think Wike will be scared of Magnus. He knows Magnus know his tactics. Magnus can stand up to him. Magnus can fight him seriously. I don't think Wike will allow Magnus, except Tinubu will get in and say, listen, I want these guys, next governor of the state. Then there can be some settlement. But Wike will look for another stooge. I'm really suspecting the speaker. He might use the speaker because the speaker has shown some level of loyalty to Wike for years. So I'm suspecting he might use him as the next governor. But we got to see. Politics of Rivers is over. Tinubu, in general, I've said it, he has locked down the whole of South. I think Bayelsa, they're going to pot. So South
do you
is done.
Do you think they should lift the suspension and let him get back to work?
Yeah, but they will lift it.
He has done everything that they want him to.
So as long as he agreed to all this term now, he's ready to work with the House of Assembly. Wike will make sure, but Fubara would be a governor. He's just gonna be there. Trust me. They will be dictating everything for him, but they will allow him to complete his 4 years, and they will tell him to get out. That's what is going to happen. Tinubu will lift it. So Tinubu is more like using Fubara as example, like something they happen. Like, so other governors now, we be scared, try to play dirty game. So everything everything that happened was a setup. Yeah, even the issue of violence. There was no violence in Rivers. There was no violence in Rivers, but they just used that to declare state of emergency in Rivers. But that aside, the issue of Tinubu, who knows if Tinubu for Nigerian politics? You are learning politics, man. Tinubu is, I've said it many times, is the most dangerous Nigerian politician I know. He's very dangerous. Right now, The opposition, they are still sleeping. Tinubu has taken over the whole country. So a couple of weeks ago, I was here telling them Tinubu was going to sacrifice Ganduje for Konkoso. I remember the woman that usually comes as the AI. Oh no, Ganduje, that guy is very smart. He's there. We're talking. I'm like, you guys don't even know what is going on. I said it on this platform. I said, Tinubu will sacrifice Ganduje for Konkoso. That is what you are seeing today. Nothing more. Don't let anybody tell you Ganduje is sick, Ganduje is this, Ganduje. They are telling him, obviously, Konkoso would have put into APC before now, but Konkoso cannot work with Ganduje. They've crossed too many red lines. So there was nothing. So it was a matter of Tinubu calling Ganduje, listen, Konkoso is coming into the party. Are you willing to work? No, I'm not going to be. Okay, we'll give you another appointment, resign. That is what is going on because Tinubu is trying to get vote from, he's trying to kind of assure himself he's upstate. This state is locked down. This state is locked down. That is what he's doing. If you watch the whole state now, Edo State is locked down. Delta is locked down for Tinubu. Rivers is locked down. Akwa Ibom is locked down. The only state, Cross River, is locked down. The only state
did Akwa Ibom not even cross over to APC? Yeah, I think it's
crossover already. And the Senate president, don't forget, is from there. So the whole thing, that state, trust me, the South side is basically locked down for Tinubu. Right now, Ganduje, Konkoso is moving to APC in no time. It's gonna happen. Trust me. The Senate.
I think it might well actually even happen sometime.
It will happen in the next few weeks. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, within 2 weeks it should happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So
because things need to move quickly now as we are moving.
Yeah. And Konkoso is the political leader in Kano. So what is gonna happen now? I really don't think, this is personal opinion, I really don't think Tinubu will use Konkoso as vice president. Konkoso is a hardcore guy. Tinubu will not want somebody like that. But what I think Konkoso can negotiate is they're going to return the state back to him in 2027 to his godson. They might give him minister in the next after election or vote before election. So I don't think they will give him vice president because Northeast will still be looking up to that vice president. Yeah, a lot of politics will happen, but once Kano is locked down right now, Lagos is locked down for Tinubu, most of the Southwest state, I think even Dancy Senator, I think he's looking for a way to move to APC. APC in Oshu,
he has been sending his cousin to Aso Rock, hasn't he?
Yeah, so it's kind of hard. I see opposition, they are just sleeping. So the only way I feel Tinubu can be challenged, in all honesty, in 2027, is for Atiku to step away and give support to Peter Obi and a stronger candidate from the north.
That won't work.
No, it will be hard. But trust me,
the only thing that can work that will give them pressure is Atiku running with Peter Obi as his vice.
Atiku running with Peter Obi, it can also work, but Obedient will not support that. Okay, you will lose that for Obedient. Let me just say it that way. You accept that Peter Obi can come out and convince the Obedient and say, listen, the plan is after Article 4 years, I'm going to take over. Like, I don't even see that. This politics is Obedient are going to be hungry, to be honest. But I think even that would be a good ticket too. But on modified,
you know, the Northerners will not vote for a Peter Obi ticket in 2027 because it doesn't serve their expediency to. They could have done it in 2020, the last cycle, or 2023, but certainly not 20. Why would they vote for? It's like self-harm now. You know,
the
but they will vote for Atiku. So if Obi comes on that Atiku, then
I know the point where you are coming from. I know the point where you are coming from. Like the North, they will be looking at, oh, if Peter Obi come in, he will not do 4 years and leave. He's gonna want to do 8 years. Except I wish they can use like Gulo Jonathan. They know, okay, Gulo Jonathan 4 years is assured, but Gulo Jonathan I don't think he's even interested. So I think it's gonna be hard defeating Tinubu in all honesty. Even though
can I interject him? Can I interject him?
It's gonna be hard. Yeah.
Can I interject you? Laho, please.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So where's the Wahala be say, they look what they do for granted at all. Under the current state of the country, state of the state, or whatever you call it, state of the nation, Obi, and even what happened to Obi yesterday, the demolition and all those kind of what is happening, Fubara and all this kind of stuff right now, Wiki, all this Adamu Aliyu, Eki Oshomole. You know that, Peter Obi, it's a very big gun there. It's a big guy. The Northerners are already craving for him indirectly. You they laugh, eh?
No. See.
When you are just come here to speak, you are not just looking at what is happening on ground.
Don't worry, I know what's happening. Trust me.
People are desperate. People are desperate.
The North, they don't play politics like that. If you understand the policy of the North, it does not go.
You may know because you are from Auchi, because you are a Northern also, because you get this Benin, you get our voice, but they speak Benin. Why?
Listen. So the thing is, right? The North, the policy of the North is different. They want power. So they want that power to return to the North. So anything that will make them suspect that, if Peter Obi come in, Peter Obi will be looking for 8 years, they're gonna push back because they will prefer okay, let Tinubu do his 4 years and give us power. This is how they are gonna be thinking. It's gonna take a lot for Peter Obi to convince the Northern political class that I'm gonna do 4 years and give power back to you. So that's gonna be hardcore. But
you need to be stoic, in nature. You need to be stoic, in nature. Don't be afraid when you want to say something. I mean, what the current happenings? Do you know what's the news that is coming out of the Northerners now? That they don't want to change. They don't even want their Northerners any longer. They want either Tinubu to stay there or Obi.
See. What people don't know about Tinubu, right? See. I criticize Tinubu all day. What people don't know, right? Tinubu is literally the only politician, standing politician from 1999 till date. He is the first politician to assume the office of the president in Nigeria. So Tinubu politics is different. Buhari was, I would not, sometimes I don't call Buhari a politician. Buhari was just an easy going. He just have followers. It's just like Peter Obi just have followers. It's not a core Nigeria politician. Tinubu is the first known hardcore Nigeria politician. So he's gonna beat you in any way. He's gonna look for a way to beat you. If he cannot beat you straight, he's gonna beat you in the back. He's gonna beat you anyhow. So
there's one more thing we're forgetting. Why Tinubu is going to appoint the INEC chairman that is going to supervise that election.
Yeah.
Because Mahmoud Yakubu, it finishes this year. Its tenure expires this year.
So one man, if you look at the opposition, right, the thing they were supposed to be fighting for, you not see that. If you watch the transition, the movement of APC from 2014 to 2015, when they assumed office, you will see how they were fighting in terms of protests, in terms of protests.
Give that boy what he wants now. What sort of a daddy are you?
No. I've given him something.
Hey, look at this guy. What's he after? Is he brioche or some what?
So what I really expected from the opposition, right? They're supposed to be canvassing more, protesting if possible, peaceful protests, like looking for electoral reform. Like, for example, the biggest complaint in 2023 was results were not transmitted electronically. Making sure there is an amendment, let results be transmitted. They've not done nothing. They are just there. Like, you think you're going to come and grab power like that from Tinubu, even when Tinubu,
that's never going to happen because
it's not going to give you easily. So they are not fighting. You need to fight. You need to fight. They are not doing that.
That election being transmitted electronically, it will never happen because it's subject to interference. You know, in the build-up to that 2023 elections, there was a time Peter Obi was in America, and some of his supporters then, they were I can find the clip again. They were promising him that they will hijack the INEC IT system and win him the election. So that's really their biggest strategy, you know, the Obi space.
So okay, now I know Peter Obi is trying more, like try to build structure. So like he just like, you know, a lot of Nigeria is emotional. In 2023, I kept saying like Obi need a structure, Labour Party need a structure. In Nigeria, you can't win election like that. You need that structure. They say, what is structure? What is structure? In fact, even in America, you need a structure. Everywhere you need a structure to win the election. That's what it is, right? So, okay, if I analyze the South states for you now, like for example, in Edo, Obi did very well in last election. Trust me, Obi will struggle to have half of that vote in 2027 in Edo State. You know why? Because all the big politicians in Edo State now, the governor, the big politicians, they are in APC. They are in one party. The Labour Party, the only senator that was remaining is in APC. So that's a structure. Anyhow, they're not going to let you just take vote and go like that. They're going to fight. So in 2023, you have PDP, governor was PDP, APC was strong in the state, Labour Party was strong in the state. So you have three forces. Today, the only force is APC force. In Delta, the same thing, exactly the same thing. PDP is dead.
Delta has crossover as well, hasn't
it? So that's what people don't know. So what happened in 2023 will not repeat in some of these states.
In fact, we're even going the long way around. Why? The moment Kwakwanso declares for APC, that's the election done.
Kwakwanso will declare. He will declare. So Tinubu now is sure of 1 million votes in Kano State because Kwakwanso declared for APC. The APC structure is there already. So in Kano, the two structure you have there is the APC and PDP and the NNPP. So once they come together now, then they have a bigger force. That's what Tinubu is trying to do in Kano. And he will use Kwakwanso to attack Jigawa State, the neighboring state. Kwakwanso have influence in Jigawa, even in some other northern states. So Tinubu will use everything to buy these big guys to make sure they work for him. The governor, the political leader, is going to do it. Tinubu knows how to negotiate power. He will use money when he needs to use. He will give position. He will do everything.
I'm so looking forward to this 2027. It will be do or die. It's going to be brutal.
Okay,
it's
just
ugly.
The way I was saying it now, right? You know, Lagos, they cut like Tinubu and away in Lagos. You think Peter Obi is going to win Lagos back in 2027? It's not going to happen now. It's going to. Anyhow,
knows that. But although they said they are moving voters cards from the east to Lagos State, I think they're going to target.
Are you sure, one man?
That's what I heard.
I really doubt, though. I really doubt. So the 2027 poll election, like I'm not the opposition, they are not doing anything for now because who is gonna fight, for example, in the South? Who is gonna fight for Peter? Who is gonna fight for PDP? They are not there now. Even the structure, the only person in South, for example, is Amechi. Amechi does not have political value in the South. It does not have political value. Forget it. Even in River State, Amechi does not have political value. With all his power in a super minister, he could not even get 25% out of River State. Which kind of politician is that? Talk less of now is not in power. So it's you gotta face the reality, to be honest. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm even in the Southeast, there will be a lot of battle because I'm seeing
so Ludo will work for Tinubu anyway. It will work for Tinubu more than work for Peter Obi.
Yeah.
But I'm actually looking forward to the figures coming out of the South. I think Tinubu will do significantly better in the Southeast than
than he did in
But
2023.
if Peter Obi contests, if Peter Obi's name is on the ballot, he will see clean up Southeast. He will clean up.
I know he will. Peter Obi will win Southeast, but
Yeah.
Tinubu will do better than 2023.
Yeah.
It's got Hopus Odima there. It's got Sodudu, as you've all just already said. It's got Umahi as well, who is one of the shining lights of his administration. You know,
yeah, Umahi is really doing good. Umahi is doing good, to be honest, but it needs to do better. We have a lot of work. If I really were Tinubu, or I was Tinubu advisor, you see, there are some ministry that, let's say, like Ministry of Work, the urgency of we need infrastructural development. I will even choose like 2 ministers, one Northern minister, one Southern minister. Ministry of Work, I will do that to speed up work. To be honest, that's what I will do. There are some ministry like that you can look. I know people were even criticizing, too many ministers. No, I don't believe that. As long as they are gonna do the work, you have a target. I want roads completed across the country, north, east, west, south, everywhere. You can have 2 ministers. Let them do fantastic job. That would have really like
another thing that will come into play as well. The Lagos Calabar Super Highway, it will come into play very heavily in the elections because the most difficult part of that road has almost nearly been completed. The most difficult part will always be Lagos State because of it's densely populated, and then it's a waterlogged sort of a space. You know, so if they can get through Lagos State, then that project will develop rapidly. You know, but I can't say how they're going to beat this guy. But bring it on me, why, and then we'll move it around.
Yeah, that's also a massive project. Even though I would have focused more on our internal roads across the country. But that's also a massive project that we really need as a country, right? But the only question I have on that road is the transparency. Like, there is no transparency on that road. I don't know how.
Forget transparency now. They are talking about
you are in UK. You are in UK now. You want to go and do that go in Nigeria. You don't do that. You can't do that in UK now. So tell us how much the road is going to cost. When is it going to be completed? Where are you getting the money to fund the road? We need everything to be clear. Which company, who is handling the project? So we need all this stuff. I say you hold Nigeria the explanation. You know, even when they asked the minister, I was like,
cost per kilometer according to proof, right? Cost per kilometer.
Yeah. So I will tell you one thing that helped Buhari to build some of the infrastructure. You saw him do it, right? So Buhari, he created like. So usually, the problem we usually have is bureaucracy, right? It kind of cut out all the approval process, like to do like a massive infrastructure, like capital project. So those approvals were coming out from Federal Executive Council meeting. So you just approve them straight up. They get to work. I don't know if that is what Tinubu is doing. If I were him, I will employ that method as well to speed up the project we have across the country. So when people see you doing this project, you are working on roads, like especially like say the major federal highways that are damaged, that let people see you doing a lot of work across the country. I mean, that would be a big plus for you, you know. So, but this guy, I don't know who is advising them sometimes. So, we will see. On the political side, to be honest, I don't see a opposition. They are not ready. I think Tinubu is just beating everybody, you know. Thank you. I'm going to end it there.
All right, brilliant. So that's the excellent AY, of course. Curiously, I agree with a good 70% of what they had to say, which is quite rare. Often I disagree. I was going to go to Joel of Nashville, but it looks as though he has dropped. So we go to Tony, and then from Tony to World Peace. So Tony, you're up next. Tony, hopefully you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. I restarted my phone and then I'm good with it. I'm good now. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening to you.
Yeah. So I got your notification and then I slept off and then I woke up again. So then, but I didn't listen to the whole, but I listened to this one, the last place where you was talking about Fubara. And then there was the last point you made also, I forgot now. Oh my God, it just escaped me. Then you talk about Fubara, you talk about what was the last two?
Ganduje resigning.
Ganduje, yeah, Ganduje. Yeah, you can see that. You see that what is going on in the country is not okay because there may be some kind of plan with the northern people. But meanwhile, I think as far as I'm concerned, nothing like politicking right now. You can see what my brother just now said. That they got the Tinubu will get it anyway. Like so. I think that not like politics in Nigeria. It's just like Tinubu is doing my bidding right now. My bidding, that I said that I want the country to be separated. That's exactly what he's doing right now because even the tax bill that was signed, that was what escaped me. That point. So that tax bill, is passed right now or is signed into law because the Northerners has adjusted it to suit their aim, you know what I'm saying, or their purpose or their objective, So the tax bill is just like useless thing right now because yesterday I think when he was making some references to that tax bill, like what that he don't even know what thing they do then and they do with the tax bill. The Northern Governors Forum, whatever, before it was be sent to the president for his for his signature. Now it has been signed to law because the Northerners has got what they wanted out of it. So, and which means everything is not okay. So what I just want is for the country to divide the country. That's what Tinubu is doing right now, indirectly, Then Ewe will say that Buhari, Buhari was is a great man. You know what I'm saying? Because if we look, I can never forget Muhammad Buhari. Like 2015, my family, they be yearning for him. 2011, they say, oh, they don't let Buhari enter. They don't let Buhari enter. But the Baba came in, then he started doing the things right. 2 years down the line, something happened to him. I'm not saying he died, something happened to him. And then the Ibrahim Gabari, Aisha Buhari, and then brothers and sisters, they took over the administration. So we don't know what happened to that guy. And that mystery has to be solved. I keep reiterating every day. You know what I'm saying? That mystery had to be solved. Other than Nigeria is not going nowhere otherwise. So Buhari is a great man. You know what I'm saying? I can never, hey, my God, as a small boy, see Buhari go against discipline with Idiagbon, hey, my God, that's a great man. But something happened to him down the line. But we don't want to agree to that point. Everything is just crazy. Look at how people are decamping. Look at what is happening. So that means the country has already come to an end. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that Tinubu is there to represent us, or to represent our interests. You know what I'm saying? That these people cannot cheat us any longer. The Northerners, whatever plan they are having right now, Ganduje resigning, or whatever they are planning, Shetima is coming back or not, or all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, So, but Wama, don't forget to remember that I told you guys before that the wrong narrative about Nigeria has been told here, or on several occasions, which I always try to counter because people always say that, oh, yeah, that the Western Nigeria, our people have been working with the Northern. I said no. On the contrary, it's the other way around. You can see that Obi right now, so he's following that footstep. You know what I'm saying? The footstep of Azikwe and others of Para. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that at the end of the day, see that, that the Southeasterners are partnering with the Northerners right now behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? So which means, remember back then I said that as it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end of the country. Because when the country was created, it was so. And now that the country is about to end, you always say Crusader, it's the Crusader of the country. The country is going to an end right now. And then the Southeasterners are partnering also with the Northerners, which means that is how the country was created, and that's how it's gonna end. You know, don't want to say, but Tinubu is not there to govern properly. That's what he's doing right now. So you see the way, just imagine the way they treated this guy, this Fubara. Look at Wiki with all his children's fraudulent practices. You know what I'm saying? All those kind of land allocation, the land that they are going to lost. That is going to lost anyway because he's not an Hausa man. At the end of the day, he's going to forfeit all those properties. Like this Emefiele also did, because this food they should stop investing in the north. Let them come and invest their money in the south. They don't do that. They say that the stubborn fly. When they hear what, now they follow dead body, they enter grave. They want to say that what is going to happen to these southerners that are investing in the north. I'm very proud of the southwesterners and the Edo people. And data like Iburi, like all this, the Fashola, they all live in our place, all this Igbinedion, them Oyegun, all of them, they are living in our place, so they don't go and build their house, in Abuja. So, this is crazy. So the country is going to an end. So, and then, so this is the best time for us to support Tinubu, to continue to do his Jagaba or the GPT job. To dethrone this power, the owners of the so-called owners of the country. Today, I'm going to send you some video clips, Wama. You see the battle front, you can see the soldiers. Nigerian army are running away from, from the terrorist people. You know what I'm saying? Those ragtags, this guy you only refer to as ragtags. I wonder how Nigeria that went to Liberia, to Angola, to Somalia, to everywhere, they can't just handle this kind of a small thing, if not political. So that's what I'm talking about, sir. Any other point or topic for me to take on?
So sorry, I was talking, not realizing I was muted. I think you covered everything, Tony.
No.
What we're talking about, did you speak on the Ganduje resignation?
Yes, I said that that is may be part of the plan that the Northerners are having. They want to be prepared from all angles. Like, if Tinubu something have to take. So he's teaming up with other guys now. And then we just leave us to be speculating. We don't know what is happening. They leave us, in the state of confusion, because they'll say, okay, he's going. Then meanwhile, probably behind the scene, we'll be working with Atiku and the other guys. And this guy also, Shatima, that has been, speculated to be not to be coming back now. That also will be working behind the scene with all this, the Malami, etc., etc. So, but there was one particular, the last something you made. I just forgot that now. The last one, but because this is.
Are you talking about Fubara Wike? We were talking about Fubara Wike. We were talking about Ganduje. We were talking about the economy expanding into non-oil sectors, and or if there's anything else that you can think of for you.
Okay, sir. Anyway, yeah, that Fubara something, you can just look at this thing like all the condition, all the conditions be given to the guy, you know what I'm saying, like you don't have to come back. So anyway, I think I don't really need to speak on that because I already covered that. But I say that I'm not interested in the politics. I'm just interested in the direction at which the country is going right now. Like it's going towards my direction, my agenda. You know what I'm saying? Tinubu is not governing the country, but Tinubu is dealing with them. Remember, I made mention of the tax reform, which we have to go back to the Northerners, or to serve their interests, which is going to not to be, good for the Southerners, So I think it's better that the country Tinubu should continue in this trend right now, this trajectory. Try to, just scatter everywhere. Then let the country just make everybody just go their own way, naturally without any war. Because the Northerners right now, they are saying that they don't even want their people to be president again. Most of the Northerners, I can send you some. Okay, you already got some of the clips too. I saw you play some yesterday. So they are fed up with their people too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about them. It's all about them, Don't want to say. And then look at what happened to Obi yesterday. I'm not very happy about that. You don't just use power like that, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're using a sledgehammer.
Who's using power?
No, I don't know, but some people that are equipped to be doing politics, look at the way they just treated Obi yesterday, because that guy is too.
No. Hold on. Who treated Obi and how? What are you talking about?
The demolition of that his house, his property, whether it's over his brother or his father or his, but they did that. How can the government of the state?
Hold on. Who demolished Obi's property?
No, they said unknown people, and then the governor of the.
Hold on. Who said unknown people?
No, the governor says that that wasn't done by the state government. But if any demolition is going to be taking place,
hold on.
Yes, sir.
But Obi knows who demolished the house now. Everybody knows now. So why are you saying unknown?
No, they said that they don't know the name of the people that sent them. But I understand. Yesterday, I listened to you guys now.
No, they didn't say that. Nobody said that now.
Yeah. How can they just go and demolish a place without taking permission from the government?
Hold on. Before you run into sanctimony.
Okay.
What's the backdrop of what's the backstory behind that house?
No, what I was able to pick out from the news, is like that Obi was there for some hours waiting there, and then he met people.
No, I'm not talking about Obi being there. I'm saying the backstory of that property. What's the story of that property?
No, I heard you guys yesterday analyzing it with Ogbeni. I couldn't enter yesterday because of job, because of work. So, but at the end of the day, I'm not just happy with
hold on. How can you not be happy with something you don't understand? I'm asking you, what is the story of that property?
No, but no matter what, people don't have to take law into their hand. That's what I mean, sir.
Okay, that's what I'm saying to you. You don't know. So if you don't know, then
no. You have to understand. If you say that you have this certificate of occupancy or CEO certificate of whatever they call them, but what I'm saying is like, if you want to go and demolish a house, police have to be there. Government officials have to be there.
Who said that? Who said that?
No, that is in a safe society. You can't just go to. I cannot say that now.
No, guy, you just don't understand. This is the problem people have with obedience. I'm not quite sure why YouTube is adding something to people's names, but
I'm just looking at it from the surface level.
Yeah, for whatever level you are looking at it, you are looking at it from the level of trying to paint Obi as the victim.
No. It's like a scary country.
Hold on. You want to paint a narrative that the government is attacking Obi, but that's not the story of that property. So that's why I'm asking you if you know the story.
Yeah, it may be. It may be.
Answer that question first. Do you know?
Yeah. You know that? No. I don't know this, but in order to kill a dog, you have to give it.
Are you hold on?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the story of that property?
No.
You don't. Okay.
No. And I don't want to know. But what I'm saying is like when I see people crying that people are destroying my properties, then I will be mad. Then like I'm looking at a country that what a lawless society like that it's so scary. It's if you tell me that you're not scared of what is happening in Nigeria, look at Yaya Bello. That's what the point I even made that we just forgot about. Yaya Bello that is being wanted for embezzling about 300 billion naira. You know what I'm saying? And then this guy is not saying that, okay, I'm Siko. I need my passport to travel to abroad. Why can't the government have a kind of secured, like a security that a military hospital or some way you can treat people like that, those suspects? You know what I'm saying? How can you be allowing them to go to abroad to go on exile? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. All this Alice Madweke, a lot of people, we have got enough criminals in abroad. You know what I'm saying? Even men like Babangida have also to be in prison yard.
Are you talking about Peter Obi's property or
no? I'm expanding now because I said that it's a scary society because the law, there's no rule of law in the country. No rule of law.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because it's a country with rule of law. That after moving out of that obese space, like I saw him crying, I was sympathetic with him, a bit,
Why were you sympathetic with him?
Yeah, because I know what it takes to build such to put those such properties on ground. You know what I'm saying? And then
somebody else's land.
No, but this house has been there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
somebody else's land.
Yeah, but they can. There's a way they could have settled the matter to iron the matter.
Like how?
Yeah, they can say, okay, come on, settle. This is my land. Oh, was it your land back then? I don't know how is it. Then they can go to the government offices and then they look at it, town planners or whatever the people in the issue.
They've done that.
Then they would go. But after looking at that place and then after, okay, I see that one was not scary enough. Then I'm now jumping.
Hold on, just don't run around. Don't run around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why is it? Why is the obese story scary?
Yeah, because of that demolition machineries that were there, and then just people. I mean, just people without no police, without no government officials holding their files in their hand.
What do you need police for? Police to do what?
My God. Hey, woman, I could just tell anybody that, woman is occupying my beauty's house or my place. Then I just come and start to demolish it.
Hold on. But that wasn't what happened. Now, a legal process was gone through. Did you know they went through a legal process? Do you know that?
Yeah, when he was explaining there yesterday, how he too was involved in such a case.
No, just stay with Obi now. Did you know that? Do you know that property in GRA Ikeja? Did you know that the owner of that property, the owner of the land, do you know that she went through a legal process? Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard it yesterday when you guys were analyzing it, sir.
And did you know that she got judgment?
Yeah, I listened to you guys today, but what is scary for me is that I'm not supporting Obi or supporting the woman, but what I'm saying is like those machineries that I saw in action, those robots, they didn't even allow them to pick out their personal belongings, no matter what, woman, that's what I'm talking about.
No, there was no personal belongings now. That property was not in use. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know that you suspected to be used for something, money laundering or whatever. But okay, anyway, then from there, after seeing such a scenario, then okay. Let me go to Bini again now.
No. What scenario did you see? You have not said anything now.
I saw that. Then I saw the Owo Catholic. The Catholic Church is something also. Then I went to look at Bini, where the military. Hold on. Then I see.
I can't bear this. If there's no logic to what you're saying, then you're not saying anything. You're just running all over the place.
You know that I'm a fair guy. Like I'm unbiased in my judgment all the time.
It doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't matter if you are biased or not biased, but let there be a logic to. A logical thing. It's just
the logical thing that I want to say.
Hold on. It's a sensory overload. You are overloading the senses. You are certainly overloading my senses because I'm trying to keep up with you, and you're just you're just bouncing up and down like some disco light. What are you even talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean that. No, a woman. I hate to see a place be demolished like that, sir. That's what I'm saying. And then I saw this one in a war, and then I saw the other one again in Bini, where the military is demolishing people's homes and then setting up Fulani villages. All those round houses in Bini. So all these three at the same time. Simultaneously. And then this is just happening. So I'm just looking at the country like it's a scary place. I don't know. So I don't know what to tell my child or my children because I have two children here. I don't know what
about what to tell them about what.
No, about the news. The news out of Nigeria, the horror scenes out of Nigeria every day.
What horror scenes?
Yeah, like I see people just carrying caterpillar, tractors, then coming to the house, demolish. Then you go to Owo, the same thing. Go to Bini, the same thing, and then they're setting up Fulani hot houses for them. Then people are being sent out of their villages. Look at what is happening in Benue. In addition, again to Benin City right now. Although people are not, VDM also was there the other day, but he said was afraid to talk about this house that have been built on the land there, you know what I'm saying? So, woman, make Tinubu just do the job, make it separate the country. If you cannot do it now, in the next 2 years, let him continue, because nobody's coming to, don't see like election. You know what I'm saying? We are not doing election. As he don't grab that place now, that power, he should run away with it and then try to see what he can do for the southern Nigerians, so that we can be able to live together with the northerners as fellow African neighboring countries. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is like, there's nothing. I'm not expecting anything good to come out of the government, you know, because of the you know, because running the running course of the system and all those kind of electoral reforms that this guy was talking about just now, our guy from Edo State, Ewa, that said that they had to make this electronic voting compulsory. Then this adjustment, this who is going to adjust all this? People that are going to adjust them are the ones benefiting from this routing system. So I don't know. So that means what Tinubu can just do is to continue, you know, right now, like as he's doing, if he can able to circle up everybody, and they use it to divide the country. You know what I'm saying? Make it divide the country peacefully, because we don't want no war. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm just expecting from Tinubu. I support him, like I supported him yesterday. So I will still support him until he's able to carry out my agenda of sharing the country. So I wish him a long life, you know what I'm saying, and a good head to carry out this, because that's the last chance for us, okay? Tinubu is the last chance right now. And then I know that he's one of the Inahuru Sukawolowo's boys. So I know that, you know, he might be doing things that people don't know that he's doing. That probably that he's just doing all this politicking. Then the people will say, oh, then, but at the end of the day, probably he has got something in mind. You know, I know that all those fasholas, all those guys, they are all part of the Nadeko or whatever you call them, Pronako. Huh? So I wish him good luck, you know, that. But anybody, when they say that they form coalition, or they do this, or they do this party, they just waste their time, because nothing like politics in Nigeria. So Tinubu don't grab now. It's an opportunity for us to share the country. Thank you, sir. One man. I'm sorry for giving you some
no, don't never be sorry. I was just wanting to really understand what you were saying, but okay. It was just I'm sure it's probably beyond my capacity. That's probably why. But that's Tony. So sorry. Thank you, Tony. So thank you, Tony. Can I invite the people that have not yet liked or subscribed to like and subscribe, and then we go on from Tony to Zita as the room continues to hemorrhage. So Zita, all right. I'm not even sure Zita is ready for us, but I think War Peace is back. So War Peace, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Omar, thank you so much. What was the topic again, please? Can you rephrase me?
Is it another daddy child sort of? We had that with AY just now. We were talking about Ganduje resigning. We were talking about Fubara surrendering. And we were talking about the government telling us the country is making even more money. So those.
Okay, yes. Let me start with the tax reform bill. Congratulations. I just said it, if they sign it, I'll come here again to congratulate them. If they don't, I'll still come here to call them out. Congratulations first. The tax bill, they send it to the right direction. But one thing again, we need to ask, one thing that the Nigerian government is lacking, or we Nigerians, we don't always follow up.
So sorry, what is? Are you able to move to a quieter place? The background noise is quite heavy.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, carry on.
So, and I said that when they sign the tax reform bill, I'll come here to congratulate them, and when they don't, I'll still come here, keep calling them out. And thank God that they did, and that's a right step in the right direction. But there's a thing that is worrying me. What was signed, what was removed? Because the bill was going back and forth and all that. What we are agreeing to. This is where we need our journalists to go in and do investigating journalism, to go there and read it out to us. Compare what was the actual tax reform bill that was submitted at the first time, and what was removed and what was added, what was adjusted. These are the things we ought to know. You know, just like the was it the INEC reform, the voting bill. The first one they presented to Jonathan was very good. But during Buhari time, it was sent back and front until they find a way to put loophole, to water it down. Yeah, they still sign it, we're happy. But look at what is happening today. That is giving room for all this kind of nonsense we are seeing in our election. So, one man, I put the question to you. What was the new green added to this tax bill, and what was this tax reform bill, and what was removed? Can you answer me, please?
No. There was a lot of back and forth now. So they were trying to perfect it in a way that that the country was able to digest. So we went through it, a lot of it that time, but I can't from memory tell you what was added or removed.
Okay. With time, we will know if it's advantageous to us, or if it's for the purpose that was really they created it for. Because we know how things move in this country. Well, that's for that house. I will stress on it so much until I wasn't here when Ogbeni spoke on it yesterday. So I wish I was here. Probably I would have learned more. But since I wasn't there, I'll wait to hear further to see what happened. Now, coming to Fubara, well, we know Nigeria politics is not the same. It does not have this sanity and does not have this requirement we are looking at. We are not in the stage of this advanced world kind of politics they are playing. Even advanced world, they still have their own problems, they have their own corruption, and go for that reason. Now we have to look at in the politics background, like Nigeria typical politics background. Fubara is not supposed to come back because he betray the people that put him there. He cannot be trusted according to Nigeria kind of policy style. He even coming back, even so that the president and Wike is even a nice man, because in the same country, not in the same country. First of all, he won't be impeached. You understand? He wouldn't be impeached. You understand? So, but since we are not practicing in the same place, he should have show loyalty and show respect, to the people that put it there. It was too early for him to fight. He fought too much. He started his fight too early. He's not supposed to start fighting the people that put him there in just less than 3 months. So that was the wrong part of him. But I hope he learns, and I hope they can trust him. I hope he can make himself available for the people that put him there. Because right now, if he comes back, according to what we hear, I don't know. No, we are good in spreading rumors. We are good in spreading rumors. If that's what they said, really, what is really agreed to, then well, it will be very bad for him. He will become a puppet in Rivers. He won't really have any say when it comes to governance. That's all I can say for Bara. When it comes to Ganduje, yeah, it's all politics. If since Tinubu is eyeing 2027 re-election bid, he will do everything it takes for him to win the election. You understand? So I don't know the reason why he's going to resign. I don't know the kind of political games they are playing, but whatever Tinubu is doing is for their own, for APC benefit. So I cannot really say too much to that. But I don't know if Council will become advice to Tinubu, but never can say never. I don't know how it will play out at the end of the day. But he resigning. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's going to be the next APC chairman. Those are the things we'll have to look out for. Who's going to be the next APC chairman and all that. So that's what I can say about that, one man. Thank you so much.
All right, brilliant, excellent. So thank you, Walpy. So let's see if Zita is ready for us. Zita, you're up next. Zita. All right. Let's see if Thomas is there. Thomas. All right. So we've heard from Tony. We've heard from Warpace. Zita not there. Thomas not there. So I think we're going to round it off here. So the super chat of the day is Ayo. So let's acknowledge Ayo super chat. Where's Ayo super chat? Right. I can't find it now. So that's Ayo super chat right there. So thank you Ayo for the super chat, and thank you everyone. So thank you everyone. See you tomorrow.